Hi everyone, this is Harshvardhan and you watching on the web YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about ORM and query sets in Django. So let's get started. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Before getting our hands dirty with code, we should understand the meaning of query set. To understand the meaning of query set, you need to know about ORM, Object Relational Mapper in Django. See, you have a database where the information are stored, but you need an API to retrieve that information from the database to the interface. So for this, we have a API provided by Django called ORM, Object Relational Mapper. And this ORM is based on query sets. Now, what is query set? Query set is the collection of queries, actually a collection of database queries to retrieve object from the database. This ORM is compatible with MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite, MariaDB, and Oracle. So let's get started with our code, and today we are not going to deal with .py files, we need shell. So just jump into the command prompt and write python manage.py shell. Remember that we are in our project directory, so this location is same as this particular location, so you need to remember that. Okay, and then press enter. Now we have our Django shell ready. Just clear the screen with cls command, and now we will learn to create an object. So how to create an object? At first you need to import the model. And where is that model? Model is present inside my app. We have models.py, and inside models.py we have a post model. So you will say from my app.models, what we need? We need to import post. So we are going to import this from my app.models, import post, and then press enter. Now to create a new object, you will just say post, and inside that we need to specify all the attributes. But remember that right here we have an author, and author is a many to one relationship with user model. So we need to import this user also. So what we will do, we will say from django.contrib.auth.models import user. Press enter. Now we have our user model. Once you import the model, it just have all the information, but you need one author because everyone can't be the author. So you need one author. For this, what you will do? You will do user.objects.get. So what we are doing, we are telling Django that Django just get me the user. That means the single user with username is equals to Harsh. Close parenthesis, press enter. So now you can see that Django has returned me user Harsh. Remember, this get will return only one object. When we will talk about the post model, I will show you if you try to gather more than one object. That means if let's say we have provided author that have a post that have various authors, author with different post, then it will give us error that it has just returned multiple object. Okay, don't get confused. Just understand that this get method will only return one object. And here we want to return object whose username is Harsh. Okay, so save that in user is equals to user.objects.get user name is equals to Harsh, and press enter. User Harsh. Great. Now we need to create a new post. What we will say? We will say post is equals to in parenthesis you will specify these attributes. So what we will do, we will say title is equals to post from shell. Then we have to specify slug, it's blank true, not required. Body, specify body, just minimize that, and right here you will say body is equals to post body from shell, and now you have created, updated, that will be automatic. You can also specify status. Now right here you can see we are going to use status, so you don't have to say published in capital or in small, you have to say in small letters. That means status is either published or draft. So let me show you this one. I will say what was that? It was status, right? So status is equals to, I will say published. Now you have to press enter. Now you can see that we have created a new post, but it's in memory, not in database. You need to save that. To save that, at first you need to create an object. So we'll say new post. New post is equals to this whole statement. Press enter. Check new post. Press enter. It's a new post. Now you have to save that to the database. So you will say new post dot save method. Once you execute this one, you will get error because we have not specified our author. Oh my god, we have to do that. So right here we will say author is equals to user. So remember that we have extracted user, this user whose username is Harsh, and that we have to specify right here. Why? Because if we don't specify, then how it will create a relationship, because we have a many-to-one relationship with the user model. If you don't specify the author, then how it's going to save the user, right? So for this we need to specify author is user, and now press enter and check new post. Good. Now we have to save that. New post dot, you have to use save method. Since you want to save that to the database, use save method, press enter. Now you can see that we don't get any error. That means it's saved in the database. But there is a question. At first, you don't know whether it's saved or not because you have not seen any return value. Okay. So for this, we will implement the same thing that we have did here. We will try to grab the object with title, and this is the title. So I will just copy this one, and now I will say post, that means model name dot objects. Remember here I have written objects, not object, dot get. Now we have to get only one object whose title is this, and close the parenthesis, press enter. Right here you can see that we have grabbed the object from the database whose title is a post from the shell. Now let's say what we do, we will create a new post. So let me just go right here, and instead of I will say shell 1, okay, shell 1, and press enter. We have not implemented save method. Now I will try to retrieve this object also. You will see we will get an error. Post matching query does not exist because we have not executed save method. So it is just in memory, not in the database. So to save anything inside the database, you need to implement the save method. Okay, it's clear. Another thing I would like to tell you, again, I will create a new post, and in this post, instead of using this user model, that means the user from the user model, I will just in the string I can say Harsh because Harsh is the author. Press enter and we got an error. It says cannot assign Harsh post.author must be a user instance. Why user instance? Because we have created a many-to-one relationship, and once you have created a many-to-one relationship, you need the instance of that particular model. Here we have user model, so we need an instance of user model. If you are referring to any other model, you need to have the instance of that any other model. Okay, that's clear. Great. Now with the help of get method, you know that we have extracted only one element. Now let's try to extract various elements through the get method, and you will see we will get error. So I will just say post model name dot get dot objects dot get, and now I will try to extract all those posts that have author Harsh. So I will say author is user, press enter. We got an error. Get returned more than one post, it returned 5. So what does it mean? It means get will always return one object. Clear? Done. Now I'll just clear the screen. So till now we have completed how to create an object, how to get an object. But let's say you want to get all the object in the database. What you will do? You will say post, that means all the object present in a particular model in post model dot objects dot what information do you need? You need all the post. So we will say just all and press enter. You can see that we have all 5 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right? Okay. You can also check like this. Just implement len. It's 5. So with the help of all method, you can extract all the rows, all the objects inside that particular model. Done. Now what we need? We need posts that have is inside their title. Okay, let's do that. I will say post dot objects dot what we are trying to do. That means what is the basic method we are trying to implement? We are trying to filter the titles. So for this we will say filter, and inside that filter it should be the parenthesis. Inside the filter you have to provide some filter. So we will say title, and now let's say we need is inside the title. So how you are going to do this? For example, if I say title equals to is, so it will check for all the post and find the title that have only is. Let's implement that. I will just say is, press enter. You will say that query set is empty. That means there is no post that have is as their title. Okay, so how we can implement that? For this you need to do double underscore. Once you provide a double underscore, you can provide any content. That means, for example, any filter you want to provide, you will do this by using double underscore. So this double underscore is kind of a lookup. Okay, so now I will say contains is equals to is, press enter. Now you can see that we have 3 different posts that have is in their title. What I am trying to do here, I am just trying to say Django, just search for the title that contains. So with the help of these 2 underscore, I am saying create a lookup for contains that have is inside the title. Okay, clear. So let's say we can try some other examples. I will say post dot objects dot filter, and let's say we want to filter with username. Okay, so what I will say author underscore username. So right here you can see that we have only author inside our post model, but we don't have any username inside it. But username is inside the user model. So I'm trying to create a lookup inside that particular model. That means inside the user model, I'm searching for username. So I will say Harsh, and I will press enter, and we got an error. Okay, that should be, now it's correct. All the posts that have Harsh as username. Okay, that means author is Harsh, whose username, okay, author is obviously Harsh, and its username is Harsh, right? Done. So till now we have understood all the concept of we have understood what is filter. And yes, remember, if you want to create more filters, just implement double underscore. That means, for example, author underscore username. If username has something else, just do underscore and then that thing. Okay, that will work. Now third thing I want to implement is delete method. So let me show you this one. Post dot objects dot get, I will say title is equals to this one. That means the post we have created. Okay, I don't want to delete this one. I'll delete this one. This is a title. Okay, no, it's better to delete. This is title too. Just its name we can remember. We will check again when we will run the server. Okay, I'll just place that, press enter, and we got an error. Why we got an error? Because we have provided a space right here. Press enter. Great. Save that in a variable. I will say object is equals to this one. Press enter. Now you want to delete this, just do object dot delete. It's done. Let's say I want to objects dot all, retrieve all the object, check whether it have 1 2 3 4 4 posts, and we don't have that post with title. This is title 2. Done. All set. Now there is a question. Why we need query set? That means Django is using query set, but it must have some features, right? So see, query set is lazy. What it means? It means that till the time you don't force the query set to execute, it won't execute. You can create n time, that means a huge query set, but it won't execute, that it won't hit the database because it's lazy. For example, the point till you implement length method, it won't the query set won't be executed on the database. Okay, so always you should try to create your models, the filters or everything, views, everything. Your URLs should be lazy because that improves the performance of your web application. Now I have written some notes and that have all the points when query set are evaluated. So query set are evaluated when you iterate over them. Okay, then it will be executed when you slice them. For example, right here I will say all and I will say from 2. Press enter. Now at this point of time, query set is evaluated. If I say for I in this print I, at this point of time query set is evaluated. Then when you cache them or pickle them, when you call len on them or list them, for example, you will cast them to list, then it will execute, then the query set will be executed on the database. Then when you will test them in a statement, for example, bool or these kind of statement you will execute, for example, cast them. So these lazy query set will be executed on the database. So that's all for this lecture. See you in the next one.